Hello everyone, this is our next video of PCNSA series. In this video, we are going to discuss security profiles in the lab. So before start this video, I suggest you if you not watched the previous two videos, then you should watch that previous two videos. Then you can proceed with this video. Then you will understand in the better way. This today video is the lab of the security profiles. So let's start with the antivirus, and before that I can show you that to navigate the security profiles you have to go to the objects, and here you will find the security profiles. These are the security profiles which are available to use. So let's start with the antivirus. So Palo Alto is already providing one default profile, so let's explore that one also. What is on in default? So if you see on the default, these are the protocols: FTP, HTTP, HTTP2, IMAP, POP3, SMP, SMTP. So these are the protocols which are available for the inspection. What will be the action of this signature? The signature action actually they are using. What in signature action, what is this? Default they have reset both and here they are in alert mode and reset both and alert. So reset means that connection will be reset as per defined in the signature action. Alert means you will get the logs in your traffic logs, but those connection will not block. So this is the one default profile available on the Palo Alto, and if you see the second tab is for security exceptions. So let's say if you are seeing any threat which is blocked by the antivirus profile, and you want to create an exception for particular traffic, then you can type the threat ID and add it. The threat ID will be shown in the monitor, in here monitor and threat logs. So in the real environments, if any traffic will blocked by the antivirus, you will also get the threat ID in the monitor tab threat logs. You can use that threat ID, type here and click on that, add OK it to save it. After that, your particular connection will allow which was blocked earlier. So this is the default profile. You can create your own also. To create your own also, you can just type the add button which is in downside, and you can take the action what you want to take. Like if you want to enable the packet capture, or you want to change the action like to default alert to that reset client, reset server, whatever you want, you can perform the signature exception if it's needed. So that custom profile you can create it. This is for antivirus, and the second is the anti-spyware. Let's start with the anti-spyware. What we have on the anti-spyware. So in the case of anti-spyware, Palo Alto is also providing the default profiles. So we have two default profiles, default and strict. What is the definition? What is the difference between this? If you see in the default profile, the action is default. So let's say if firewall is detect any critical level or any medium level or any low level severity, low severity, high severity, critical severity. So what will be the action in case of default? They will take action defined on the signature action. Let's say signature is saying that this particular traffic, this particular signature, if it detected, then it should block. Then action will be decide on the particular signature action. But in case of strict, you can see critical they are resetting, high will be reset, medium will be reset, and the information and low will be allowed. So they will take the default action which is already allowed, because if the severity is low, then that particular section will not block by the firewall. So you can explore it more. If you click that particular name, that you can explore it. Just like antivirus, we can create the security exceptions. Here you have to type the signatures. Here you have to type what we need to be create exception. We can create it. We have a DNS policies also. So if you click on the DNS policy, so DNS is also, let's say, command control. So they are having their own actions. If you want to create a DNS exceptions, you can use it and add the domain, or you can type the threat ID to exempt that particular DNS traffic. If required, we can create our own also. For that, just need to click add. It will populate to, for the creation we have to select the policy name. Here we have to define the severities. Here we can take threat name as any, category any, and take action default, or you can take the action what we want and just save it. So in the case of this non-licensed VM, most of the option is not available, for not showing here. But once you are in real license VM, you will get the all option is available. Some options which is not available here, but the concept will be the same. You can create the signature via this way, add it and type that policy what you need. Let's say if I click add, then policy name, threat name, category, action, what you want, you can select it. And the third is a vulnerability protection. So just like other two profiles, Palo Alto is providing the default strict and the default. Anything start with the strict means you are denying more connections. Anything with default, then you are allowing some connection as compared to the strict. Let's explore the strict. So strict, we have some rule name. This simple client information, simple client low, threat name, CVID, host type, and important is there what will be the action if they detect. Reset both packet capture, that is disabled. What will be the client type, client, host type, client, or which will be the server. So these profiles are already available to use. You can click it and you can see it more. If you want to create your own, you can create with your this add button and add, and you can create it. The process are very simple. Type the rule name, threat name will be the any default action, or you can take that your own action. Host, what will be the machine, client or server, you can take any. CV, if you know the CV, you can add it also, or you can take as any. Vendor, take, if you know, if you want to add, you can add the vendor, or you can take any. Severity, you can take the critical, high, medium, low, or any severities. Packet capture, if you want to enable it, or you can disable it. Once you're ready with this, let's say test, you can take as a test and it will save it. So by this way you can create your own also, but in the license way you will see some more options. It's not like the blank, you will see the CVID on also, but the process will be same. So even you can use this strict and default based per the organization's requirement. If you want to block the more signatures, use the strict. If you want to allow some signature, you can the default. It is recommended to use default because if you block the strict, chances are high you will get the false positive result, which may cause your traffic interruption. So it is, before applying to strict, so you must understand your application behavior and other things. So the other thing is the URL filtering. Just like other profiles, Palo Alto is providing the default profile also for URL categories. By default, these are the site access, these are the user credentials access, and these are the inline machine learning. If we open the name, the Palo Alto is already blocking the some malicious content, these drugs, adult, and these auction sites. So most of the malicious sites are not used by the generally user, they are already blocking it. Further, URL settings, log container page, if you want you can use it. X header, X forwarder headers, we can use it. So HTTP header insertion, so these are the some additional commands which we can use. These are the category, and these are the access which we want to allow, or which we want to deny. So it's a totally a network engineer or totally company policy what they are going to allow for the users or not. Let's say for the hacking, it is blocked. So just like other profile, we can create the ad, and here we have, let's say, these abortion sites. What we can do, we can do the block. Let's say these other sites, we can do the block. So just like as per our requirement, business and economy category, let's say we can allow it. So just like other profiles, we can manipulate the things as per the requirements. If you want to logging for the X forwarder headers, then you can do also. Otherwise, if you're not doing this thing, which is also a fine, not make any difference for you. User credential detections, user IP mapping, so that we can also do case of user if we are using user ID profiles. So this thing, these HTTP header insertions for that applications, so that these are the some extra and additional things which we can do. Or else if you are doing only category based block and allow, that is also fine things. It is not like any, if you are not doing these things, then it is also fine things. It's not a make more sense to do these things. If you want to check the URL category, you can check with that Palo Alto URL category, in which category that particular domain is. Like let's say you have a website, you want to check the category, so you can use this to check the category. If you want to create your own, so just click a new and create and alert it. Whatever you require, you can do it. And the next one is the file blocking. So just like other profiles, Palo Alto is giving you some basic file blocking and strict file blocking. So in the basic file blocking, they are allowed, some file types are allowed, and the strict file blocking, some file is extra security will be applied, means more type of file types will be blocked is compared to the basic file type. What is blocking and what is allowed, we can check here. If you open that, these the file type extensions: DLE, DLL, exe, flash, HLP, HT, jar. So these are the file types you can allow it and you can deny it. That direction will be both directions, incoming and outside. Action will be the block, application will be any. And if you want, you can add your own also. You can just type the name, add it, what you want to do, that name, file types. In here you can take what you want to add, which file types you want to add. If any file type you want to remove, then you can remove from here. So even if you are using basic file blocking, which is also fine for the organization, or you want to use the more security, you can take the strict file blocking. And the wildfire analysis, so in this VM, it is the options are not available here. More options are not available because of the license issue, but the concept is same, that you have to define that name, location, applications, analysis will be the public cloud. You can create your own also. So by this way, you will able to create these security profiles, antivirus, anti-spyware runner. And where you need to apply this, let's understand also. So that once we done these things, these all profiles, then we have to apply this all profiles on your security profiles. Security profiles or security policies, what. So once you attach with the security profile, then it will take you into the action. So before I go to the security profile or firewall rule security profile, then let's explore this fire security profile groups. So once you create these all security profiles, you need to attach in the firewall rules or security policy in order to work. Once you attach on security policy, these profiles will work. So there is another option, security profile groups. So you can create the security profiles groups. So let's say you have created your manual groups or manual security profiles. You just click to add and you can select what profile you want to add here, and you can apply the particular group on your policy. In the policy, we have two sections where one we can apply one by one this security profile, and second we can take apply as a security group. This is also fine. So let's say you created the manual custom URLs, sorry, manual this manual security profiles, and then you can bind to a security profile group and add to that policy. So let's go to that security policy. I will just quickly walk through that how we can apply to security policy in order to work. So I'm going to open this policy, and here we have an option for the security profile settings. So first one option is the profiles. Once you enable the profiles, you can select whatever profiles you want to apply. That antivirus, it will come here. Same as the vulnerability. What profile you want to apply, strict or default. And another option is the group. So you have an option to select a group. A test which we just selected, we can select that also, or we have option to select the individual profile. So let's say I select that group and I select that test because it is a good idea. Let's say you have created multiple antivirus profile, multiple file blocking profile, so you can attach to that particular group, and that group you can call to that policy. It is the totally way to for the configuration part only, but my idea would be you should know that how we can configure, what are the ways to configure it. So once this will be okay, you can save it, and this we are good with the security profiles. So this is the video for related to security profiles and practical way to apply and understand. I hope you enjoy this video. If you enjoyed, then please like this video. Also, you can subscribe Firewall Experts to stay connected with this type of videos. Thank you so much for watching Firewall Experts.